Welcome, welcome. When we last left our heroes, they had just been awarded for their great deeds, slaying the Frost Maiden Ariel, as well as felling the Charlatan Dragon of Icewind Dale. We now join our heroes as they are celebrating within the taverns of the confines of Brynshender. Alright, so welcome, guys. This is a couple hours after you all got your big coronation ceremony, after Torin had his little one-on-one intimate moment with his god, and the glass pane shatters, and right now it's the after party. You guys are all about 2 drinks in, food all abound, and everyone's just having a jolly good time.
All right.
Chris, you've been kind of hanging out. I'm looking for. That was not in your detail, but fought in some of the same battles as you.
I'm a doctor. Hey, barkeep.
Yes. What can I do
Hey.
for you?
Can I get a picture?
Absolutely, friend. Anything for the Dawnbringers. Grabs a big old ale and tops you off to the point it's overflowing onto the ground.
I take a big swig.
It's warm, it's bitter, it's delicious, just the way you like it. Oh yeah, you could have a whole pitcher of that.
Nice, this is some good stuff. And my roll 20 is acting funky. I'm gonna reel it real quick.
Sure. Torin's been sulking over in the corner. He's into his 3rd cider. When Everest, give me a perception check.
What do my snake eyes see?
Everything.
Well, you notice Samdi has finally entered. His hands are covered in blood and his boots are trenched in snow. You get the indication that he's been out in the countryside. A woman with aqua blue hair has been eyeing Torin from the far end of the bar, twirling a little stir stick in her drink.
So, which one is she?
Far
Oh,
corner.
that one. All right. So, walk up. Walk up to the bar. Wave over the barkeep.
Hey, what can I get you?
See, stew, cider, and an ale.
Cider and an ale, aye. Woman! He belches towards one of the maidens. She just kind of gets the thumbs up and gets to pouring some stew into a large wooden bowl. She brings it over and with a hard lands on the table, kind of sloshes a bit. I don't no more of your sass, and she just kind of gives him this leer-eyed look. Give me an insight check. As he puts the stein on the table, the look she gave her kind of gives him this this message of, you don't pay me enough for this bullshit.
Thank you, sir.
Aye, anything for the Dawnbringers.
So, I gotta grab both drinks, plop them down on Torin's, right in front of Torin there.
Huh? Oh. Hi.
So, I gather you're unobservant as always, plus that you're understandable. But,
I mean,
now, listen here. All the way to the end of the bar. Give them the ale and drink your cider with them. Trust me.
I don't know. I mean, I just got dumped by a god. I lost my
How many-
magic.
Okay. How many ciders have you had?
You notice he's got 2 empty mugs in front of him, and he's nursing a third. A few.
Finish off that cider.
Kicks it back. With a heart. Lands the mug on the table.
Great. Now then. I actually... You know what?
You're casting suggestion on him. What do you say to him?
Take these drinks and have a drink with her. Give her the ale.
He just kind of like wipes the cider from his chin and goes, "You're right. I should. Oh, I really gotta pee though. Can I do it afterwards? No more waiting. Time for action." He grabs both and just scurries on over to the far end of the bar. But as you notice, he's kind of doing that cross leg, like he's doing the potty dance. He's holding it.
If that man pees himself in the middle of this day will just be the best day ever.
Meanwhile, Samdi, you've trenched back into the tavern. You've dealt with your lost Axebeak, now only having the 2. But the coronation went well, and you are now bestowed with a enchanted new weapon, Axe of the Giant Slayers. It weighs heavy on your back, but your mind is still around your felled beasts. What do you do?
I'm gonna go and sit by the fire.
You make your way to the far end of the tavern, pushing your way through the crowd. You lock eyes with Phelan for a moment as you pass, and as you pull up a large stool, a woman with a falcon comes over. "Hello, my lord. Is it true you're one of the Dawnbringers?"
A single-mandate tear rolls down my face when seeing the falcon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something that upset you?
No, you didn't say anything wrong. It's just we've lost so many good men. Good companions on this trip.
Do you mind if I sit with you?
When did it end?
She just kind of like pulls up a bench and rests. The falcon hops from the glove and just starts pecking away at some crumbs and pretzels bits on the table. Bits of loaves.
Well, it's a free area. You can sit where you want, but just so you know, I'm also married.
Oh, my sir, I think you confuse my intentions here. I only wish to regale and bask in the presence of a true hero.
I'm not a hero. I just drive the cart.
Oh, come now. You throw yourself into danger. I heard it was you who killed the Underking.
Oh yeah. Okay, I guess that was me. I mean, I got a couple.
What is it that weighs so heavy on your heart, my sir?
I lost 2 of my closest friends.
I'm sorry.
I tried keeping one alive after the mammoth attack. It was unfortunate that they escaped from the city and wandered off into the wilderness. I dragged him back all the way here, hoping he'd make it, but he didn't. He succumbed to his wounds.
I see you're a fellow lover of animals. She kind of motions at
I never said it was an animal.
She motions to the animal tools you have on your belt and in your satchel, and she notes, I can smell the stalls on you. Tell me, what type of mares were they?
They were glorious, fluffy, stubborn. definitely stubborn. Oh, poor Unit. Unit 2. Oh, my lovely axe beaks.
Axe beaks. Oh, I hear they're very hard to tame.
Well, there's one stubborn one, but he just does it for attention.
I was under the impression you were a horse breeder, but my word, axe beaks, they're commonplace, yes, but tell me, you had just the two?
Well, I started off with 2, and then one was mauled by an owlbear from some ungodly angle out of the snow. Then I got another one, conscripted from the lead of Goodmead. And then I bought 2 more, I believe actually from this city, with a writ. And so I've had 6, but I'm down to 2.
I'm sorry, it's always hard when you lose loved ones. Animals are always like family. Little Falcor here, I've raised him since he was just a little hatchling. The falcon kind of hops around on the table, and one of its large eyes dilates as it looks at you. And your wife, does she also care for the beasts?
I'm sure she would have, but she's been kidnapped by the Dark Blades.
Kidnapped?
I'm looking for them.
Oh
They will
my.
pay. They also murdered and burnt down my home and murdered my parents. Absconded with my wife.
The Dark Blades. The Dark Blades. Why does that name sound so
Black
familiar?
Blades. Sorry, Black Blades.
Oh, the Black Swords. I hail from Caer Dineval, and we heard many rumors about their activity there, but since the Charlotte and Dragon burned our homes, we've heard almost next to nothing about them.
Well, I'm sorry to say that the Charlotte Dragon just... We took care of it, but it was poorly constructed. It didn't take long. But,
You jest, my sir. Surely it was harrowing to face such a beast. Thing destroyed
Oh,
half the
no.
countryside.
No, we took it out in about 5 minutes. It was all bark.
And from what tribe do you hail from? She kind of gestures towards your tribal markings.
Well, I was born into the Sky Tower line, but a freak avalanche separated me from my clan, and honestly, I'm sure it was for the better. And then I was taken in by a very nice human couple, and they taught me how to hunt and trap, and that's my trade. And then I ran into some people who needed a lift, and well, that's what I've been doing since.
So you're a Goliath raised by nomads?
Well, we lived in the forest, just north of Goodmead.
And which Reghead tribe were you a part of then?
I don't quite recall. We didn't talk about it all that much.
An isolationist among many tribes, I see. I can see why you took to the animals so well.
Well, animals are my stock and trade. Whether I'm hunting them and cutting up their meat and selling them, or using them for travel, or for aid in farming and stuff like that. Although, farming's been difficult around here in these areas. But no, the sun's come out. Hopefully, be able to get something in the ground.
Well, if your affinity for animals is anything like the other beast masters I've heard around here, you may be interested in meeting Bjorn Solvik's daughter.
Well, I'll just have to see what happens next. If you don't mind, I think I'm just gonna sit here for a while and maybe order a drink.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've overstayed my welcome. Come along, Falcor. This little falcon.
Really, Falcor?
Why the fuck not? It's a falcon, ain't it? She takes her leave. She walks past Phelan, and Phelan, you've been chatting up this veteran for a while now. He is also the last of his company, though he survived by less heroically hiding under the corpse of his comrades and feigning death.
That is definitely a way to not die.
Yes, well, the orcs were ferocious at that, but it was by pure luck alone that they didn't stab me. They were piercing all the corpses, but my buddy, Tamriel, his body shielded me from the blow. I felt but only a prick. Any harder and I wouldn't even be here today. No one to tell their heroic tale and the sacrifices they made.
See, this is why I always told my men that melee is an option, but range is even better. And she kind of just like takes her gun out and twirls it a bit around her finger.
Well, that's a lovely craftsmanship. Was that standard issue or your own design?
Fine. My parents were very fine craftsmen.
I see. Ooh, well, do you mind if I look at it?
Sure, but don't break it.
Ooh, it's heavy.
He takes the pistol and he kind of weighs it in both hands.
You know, if you head out to Kelvin's cairn, I'm sure the dwarves would be able to help you adjust the sights on this.
And it looks like he's like actually pointing it to take aim. Give me an insight check. That's good enough. You notice that he's utilizing proper gun safety, and he doesn't have his gun on the trigger, and he's looking at the sights.
Let me guess, it tends to kind of hook to the left sometimes, doesn't it?
Surprised that you could even tell that.
Yeah, your sights are off. I bet I got a buddy over in Kelvin's cairn that could probably take a look at it for you. Could even do some commission work.
Definitely keep that in mind.
Oh, yes. Now, tell me again, what was it you adventurers were doing next? We were discussing something about that scar of yours. What war did you get that in?
I actually got this scar for fighting the Frost Maiden herself.
Ooh, looks pretty bad.
Yeah, apparently it's something that affects not only physical but spiritual body.
Ooh, that's bad. And it hasn't affected your accuracy at all. That's impressive.
Leah wasn't my main trigger eye, so...
Ooh, are you left hand or right hand dominant?
Can't remember which eye said that she got a... I think it said her green eye was
Yeah,
one that got hit.
you got shot on the left side, so you're right side dominant.
Yeah, it's the right side.
Ooh, well, I guess I'm not the only lucky one around here.
So Benson, you and your drinking mate, the two of you have been talking herbs and aids and salves for about the last hour now. When suddenly there's a huge clanging coming from the bar, and you see Groggo's got this guy by the scruff.
You want to say that to my face, you piece of shit?
I'm sorry. No, I'm just saying. I don't think the conduits would align.
I know what I'm doing. Now, where'd that fork go?
As he just starts clamoring around drunkenly for some utensils.
Oh, God.
My character just starts chuckling.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do?
Fuck it. I don't need a fork. I can do this thing with myself. I just need a bit of twine.
He starts just kind of stumbling his way through the tavern.
Hey, Benson.
Yeah?
His eyes are just like slowly drifting in opposite directions. He is so incredibly intoxicated.
Hey, you still got that copper wire I gave you?
If you gave it to me, I still have it, yeah.
Yeah, can I see it? I gotta prove to this guy that I can reduce the influx flow. Yeah, you wouldn't even understand what I'm talking about.
I hand him what he requires.
You don't actually have what he's asking for. He never gave you copper wire.
I give him string.
Just a bit of thread.
Yeah.
Well, you're in for it now. With this thing, I'll be able to reduce the influx flow on my capacitor.
He just starts slurring and yammering. And the guy starts going, no, I don't think that's gonna... And all of a sudden there's a huge flash of light as he gets shot far across the room. Wow! Landing, careening onto a person's table, knocking over bowls of soup and everything. The gentleman stands up. Oh, my word!
Sorry about that. I think I crossed a wire, maybe?
This is absurd! Barkeep, I demand you throw this patron out. He ruined my meal. This hiding nobleman, all clad in, like, satin and jewel-encrusted cloak, is just causing a huge scene as he's got carrot soup all over his trousers.
I'm gonna yell over to the guy and be like, you don't know who you're talking to, do you?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
That there is a goblin.
Yes, he's rude little rummian and filth is what he is. Do you know who you're talking to? So he just, like, walks over, all hoity-toity.
Yeah, I'm talking to the goblin, not you.
Really? Because you're looking at me.
No, I'm looking past you. There's a difference by, like, 2 centimeters, my friend. I would know 2 centimeters. You know, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say?
Yeah.
Well, you may want to look at your friend's head, because clearly it's not screwed on properly.
Yeah, well, maybe you have a quest for us, do you?
A quest? Yeah. How about you get out of this bar so these fine people can eat and drink in peace, and fetch me a rag while you're at it. Ugh, I'll never get these stains out.
Do you like the sun?
The sun? Yes, it's wondrous.
Yeah, well, it's here because of that guy who spilled carrot soup on you. Who the fuck is carrot soup, anyways?
Phelan actually steps up. Actually, it was me and Somdi or Everest.
Excuse me.
Oh no, I was down.
Excuse me, little lady. The men are talking.
Excuse you, my ass. And she kind of like grabs her gun from the other person, like gently, like, sorry, I need this first. Like she like steps up. Do you know who you're talking to, sir?
Give me an intimidation roll. He says, do you know who you're talking to? I'm Lord Byron Pennywill. I own the whole southern district of Brinshanta. Well, damn near. Got a couple of those people holding out, but they'll be mine in time. Everyone has their price.
Oh, so you're somebody because of richness. Like, you're a rich snob. If you didn't have that stuff, you know, your money and wealth and all of that, so you wouldn't be anybody. But you're talking to... She kind of, like, looks at Everest, Somdi, Grago, Torin, and then back to herself. Talking to the group...
Wait, back to herself? Just... You go cross-eyed?
No, yes. But I meant back to him. You're talking to the group who literally just risked their damn lives making sure you people had the sun back. We killed the Ice Queen. We killed the Shardland Dragon that was going around 10 towns, harassing everybody and burning down towns, and we're the pure reason why you still have your quote-unquote district, good sir.
Give me a persuasion check.
I don't have good charisma.
Oh,
I mean, good
you're to blame for all the refugees in here, and for cutting into my wood. You see, I also own the logging company in Lonelywood. And since then, I've seen a huge decline in... Excuse me, my leathery friend, I'm talking to this wench here.
I think you'd rather I hold on to your drink for a moment.
Excuse me?
I think it's best is that I hold on to your drink.
I wouldn't let your grubby claws touch my chalice even if you paid me. This thing's worth more than your entire salary. You do work, don't you?
No, I suppose you could say that. We have been busting our asses, you know, killing the goddess who has cursed your land, killing the Shardland Dragon, and putting up with dumbasses like you. I was just trying to be kind enough to hold your drink for you, in case you got your ass kicked. Didn't think you'd want to get any more spills on your clothes.
1 second. Ryan, did you just throw a javelin?
He did throw a javelin right between his legs, he says.
I'm just trying to confirm if that was a misclick or not.
No, he said right between his legs in chat.
Okay.
So I throw it between his legs, like I'm not hitting his, not trying to
but like
shish kebab his junk.
For at his feet.
Like I want the pole to rest snugly against his junk.
Okay, well, 20's a pretty good shot. So yeah, this thing just sails in between Phelan and Everest, landing in between his feet as it boom, 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 boom. The two of you look over your shoulder as Somdi, you did one of those throws where like you're still facing the fire, but your hand's still kind of outstretched from the throw. Oh, my word! Such barbarosity!
So you're still sure you don't want me to hold on to that drink for you?
No, you're just a bunch of hooligans, frauds! I bet you didn't even kill the queen.
Yes.
You probably paid someone else to do it.
I pull another javelin out and
With
slam
what
the butt of
money?
it on the
I
ground.
was poor? You're just giving us shit for being plebs, and then you accuse us of paying off somebody else to kill off the queen. Like, do you seriously think that people of our standing could afford to pay someone else to do that?
Listen,
You're
you
a
Neanderthal,
fucking idiot.
I accused you of not working. You're probably just raiders and bandits, masquerading as heroes.
Oh no, surprisingly, being a hero is much more profitable.
Slam the butt of a jaw on the floor loudly. Oh.
Good job.
As you
He's pole slamming.
Yeah, as you slam your mug onto the table, he kind of like jumps and startles and spills half his wine onto the ground. Like he's clearly intimidated by all of you, kind of like crowding him.
Now see, if
I'm
I held on to that,
slamming
this wouldn't have happened.
I'm slamming the butt of another javelin on the ground, preparing to throw it again.
Oh, I thought you were like slamming Stein on the table.
No. The butt of another javelin on the ground.
Intimidation roll, please.
I get advantage because he's already scared shitless.
Insight check. He seems really angry and pompous still, as much as he was before. Yes, just as I thought. You're nothing but a bunch of hooligans who think violence is always the answer.
Fine. I don't want to do any violence or anything, but I got a friend over in the Dwarven district. He can clean your clothes up nice and good. He can get all the stains out. You want some help with that?
Persuasion roll.
Where did my character sheet go? Persuasion.
These fine satin silks can only be touched by the most qualified of elven hands. It is elven silk, after all. Again, something you've probably never even... First time you've probably gazed upon it, I'm sure.
Oh, so Phelan goes into, like, grab his scruff intimidation check, I assume?
Yeah. I say, unhand me!
You know, I can still hold on to that drink
God
for
damn
you.
it.
He clenches his goblet and, like, close. He's like, Gods! I'm being assaulted! Someone do something!
You were assaulting us first. You
Oh,
can't...
do words sting, little lady?
Actually, no.
I mean, you do seem to be the one who's more offended by everything that's been happening,
Exactly.
sir.
I'm the one that's been accosted here. Your friend threw a javelin at me. Your little rat of a friend over there spilled all of my fine supper over me. And now this one keeps trying to take my goblet. This one wants to take my clothes. What is this, some form of shakedown? You think I'm scared of you?
Sir,
No, if we
Sir,
wanted to shake
sir.
you down, we would have done it already.
Knock knock.
let's put this in perspective, how about? Now, you can keep this going. And I'm just going to be frank here. Regardless of what you believe, if everybody here knows us to be the heroes who just saved this land. Now, you come attacking us and our characters, and are suddenly trying to call the guards on us. How do you think people are going to react? Not too fondly. This is only going to look bad on you, and likely bring shame upon your family if this were to get out. So perhaps it would be in your best interest to calmly take your drink, sit back at your table, or perhaps find a new table, and just go on your merry way.
Oh, please. You, and he does the rabbit ears, heroes are a dime a dozen, bought and paid for. And as this is happening, Samdi, give me an athletics check.
I do get advantage to those.
Only if you're raging.
I was upset and distraught. This guy's being an asshole. Fuck it, I'll rage. You said athletics?
Yep. Good thing you did. You're nothing but a bunch of... Suddenly, a loaf of bread stuffed into his mouth as he's grabbed by the scruff of his collar, hoisted high into the air, and thrown out into the street.
Yes, I forgot about the third option. Bread gag.
Somebody's rage ends and he goes and sits back down and starts drinking his mug.
Thank you, Samdi.
The whole
Somebody
place
just
just...
raises a-
Go ahead.
No, as she says thank you, I just raise a mug.
The whole tavern just starts applauding and clapping and cheering. Woo! Yeah! Dawnbreakers! 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 Sounds like I was saying breakers. It's supposed to be bringers.
Everett's gonna give somebody his javelin back. You seem to have dropped
thank
this.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
Damn things are slippery. So how's Torin doing, by the way?
That's true. How's his shenanigans going on?
Both of you give me insight checks.
Now I get a good roll.
I don't know shit.
So Everest, there's people in the way, but you just kind of notice he's still over there. Phelan, you're looking, and you're not so much reading his body language because, like, he's doing the two fingers poking together. He's slouching. You know, he's got a big goofy smile on his face. He's avoiding eye contact. But her, she's twirling her hair. She's got a big smile on her face. She's trying to, like, reach out and put her hand on his. Like, she's either a really, really interested brothel woman, or she's genuinely into him. One or the other. Kind of hard, but if anything, his meekish demeanor has not dissuaded her in the slightest.
Interesting. He's gonna get some action tonight, that's for sure.
I mean, that was the plan.
He needs it.
I was thinking, sorry, this is not somebody speaking, this is Ryan speaking. If we get somebody that knows magic to do disguise self from the descriptions he's given us of his lady, and just get him laid.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen regardless. She's into him, and him acting like him isn't dismissing her then.
As long as he doesn't turn her down.
True.
Give him more drinks.
More apple cider.
Gonna call over to the barkeep.
Yeah. Hi, my friend. What can I get you?
Would you mind passing over another cider and an ale to the lovely couple at the end there?
He turns over and he looks at the woman and Torin, doing their little bit of courtship, and a huge grin just kind of sprawls across his face.
Of course, he is the one who ordered it.
I wish I had a wingman like you when I was younger. Coming right up, good man. Coming right up.
Yeah, except for the fact that Everest knows he's either going to succeed or fail miserably, and either way, he's going to be so entertained.
True. Also, Andrew,
Hey.
we're in the process of getting your character laid.
I'm sorry. What?
We're in the process of making your character get laid.
Quick recap on your part. You are 2-3 drinks in. Everyone's back at the tavern having a big after party. Torin had the spell Suggestion cast upon him by Everest to go talk to this lovely haired woman, aqua blue hair at the end of the bar, who's been kind of like eyeballing you. And you've been very meekish. You've been like, putting your fingers together. You've been slouched over. You're avoiding eye contact. But from what Phelan gauges, she's still really into you. And Everest just bought the two of you another round of drinks. While that was going on, and while you were distracted by the lovely lady, Gruggo has just been tankered and asked a copper wire from Benson, who didn't actually have it, so he gave him some string. Gruggo, in his drunken stupor, was fiddling with his little artificer device, caused him to, backfire, explode in his hands, sending him careening onto a gentleman's table that spilled his food all over him. Apparently, he's a really pompous, rich nobleman that owns a good chunk of Bryn Shander. And he was spitting insults at everyone, calling them frauds and hooligans, and Somdi intimidated him to the point where he just picked him up and threw him out of the bar, and everyone clapped and applauded.
Jeez.
Okay. Typical parties.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna start with me, or where were we before I came in?
Yeah, we could pick it up with you now.
Okay. At this point, I'm just hammered at this point. So there I am at the end of the bar, and I am just. Actually, question. Well, what's that blue-haired woman doing?
So the two of you have been talking for some time now. She's been asking, oh, you're one of the adventurers that saved the land, have you? I love your home. She's just paying compliments to you, asking you about what it was like facing the Ice Queen, what kind of harrowing deeds you did. You've been talking about how long at sea you were stranded. She kind of gasped. You told her about how you guys took on the Under King and down in the forges in the mountain, and all the Duragar you faced. You've regaled about taking on the Charlotte and Dragon, your time in Lonelywood, taking on a horde of snow zombies, and she she is just almost jaw dropped the entire time. She has these beautiful sapphire eyes, and she's just been nursing this one drink. No matter how many drinks were bought, you've been kicking them back, Liquid Courage. And she's just had her one stein, just her one ornate looking design, or stein.
Oh man. All right. So in that case, I'm just gonna get into character now. So I just start off by taking my latest shot. I kind of slam it onto the table, and I'm just and then we get back here, and it's one thing to be reveled and loved by the populace, but to not be loved by the one person you thought legitimately loved you. I mean, do you have any idea what that would feel like?
Oh, you poor thing.
That was the thing with Lathander. Wait, did I tell you that I was Lathander's boyfriend?
Gods are so petty and fickle, aren't they?
I don't think they're fickle. They're just misunderstood. I like to think they are. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. I am pathetic. I mean, just every single time, throughout my entire life, I can't even walk up I can't even get up a bloody set of staircases without slipping. Do you have any idea what it feels like? I mean, in all seriousness, and then Lathander shows up, and he was the only person that saw anything of remote value inside me. At least I thought. And then I get cursed? I mean, he curses me? Like, why? What kind of demented creature would do that?
Sweetie, you've done so much. You can't evaluate how your value based on what someone else thinks of you. Look what you've done. You've slain goddesses and dragons and kings.
To be fair, it was I technically only slayed the giant, and all the while I was just ducking back and forth from behind a corner. It was her. I point to Phelan. It was her that killed the goddess. I was just the support. I've always been the support, but still, I just kind of looked to her, just kind of all Bambi-eyed, and I'm just like, thank you.
She places a hand on your shoulder and says, I think it's time someone supported you. Give me a charisma check.
Alright, 1 second.
Charisma save.
Alright, 1 second. Sorry, hold on. And...
Top left part of your sheet.
Top left part.
Under all the saves.
Constitution was... Yeah, there we go.
You look into her eyes and you see yourself reflecting into it in like the scrunched up crying face and all. You're not really looking into her eyes, but you're kind of noticing yourself reflected in her eyes. She takes you by the hand and says, why don't you follow me?
I go with her.
She leads you by the hand, saunters in between the two tables, and heads upstairs.
Actually, question.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think here for a second here. I'm gonna do because at this point I'm hammered at this point, so I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna do like a perception thing.
Do it with disadvantage.
All right, we'll do. Okay.
What was it you were trying to notice?
I was just trying to know if there was something off about her, maybe. I don't know.
No,
Basically,
she is beautiful. She's draped head to toe in aqua green robes, fine stitched leather. It looks foreign too. Like she's not cold in the slightest. Everyone else around here is still bundled up in furs, but she looks like she's just draped head to toe in these fine silks. She's got this lovely jewel encrusted goblet in hand. Like she could be a nobleman's daughter.
At this point, I look to her and I'm just like, "Hey, is your heart really so warm that you barely require any furs to wear?"
Oh, sweetie, I can keep us both plenty warm.
And I just go with the flow.
She does the little finger, come hither.
And I follow.
And as you're following her up the stairs, you just hear over the shrill of the crowd, Grugga going, "Yeah!" He's still just laying on the table, splashing around on utensils and bowls, and just like sprawled out, just fucking floored. But on a table. I guess he's tabled.
Yep.
So the two of you head upstairs. Meanwhile, Everest, Samdi.
Everest is just fucking laughing. It's like, God damn. Didn't think that would actually work.
Somebody's gonna make its way back out to the two remaining axe beaks in his cart. Oh wait, no, I left my cart up there because I went the wrong direction.
Yeah, the cart's basically been abandoned. There was really nothing of value in it. You rode an axe beak, lassoed the other one, and dragged the third.
Okay, well, I need to get a new cart. And a couple of axe beaks, apparently. So, I will head out to go do so.
Everyone in the party, give me a perception check.
With disadvantage for me?
Except for you.
You're getting
upstairs.
busy.
Okay.
Perceiving something else.
So, Phelan, Samdi, the two of you notice almost immediately that a gentleman who has entered the bar has been giving the two of you a huge stink eye.
Somebody is about to head out.
Well, as you're reaching for the door, guess who walks in but... you! You're gonna pay for what you
the
did.
crybaby's back.
So hungry?
Talking high and mighty still, I see. You don't know your place. Well, then.
I just start clapping so that everybody in the bar or tavern, whatever you want to call it, starts looking over in this direction.
Okay. You start getting the attention of many of the patrons. Benson, you've been chatting it up with the guy sitting next to you, and he wasn't even asking you any questions, but you're just yammering away. The sauce is starting to take its effect.
Unfortunately, you've caught me on a very bad day.
Oh, have I now? I just got tossed out by a barbaric ruffian.
I'm going to rage. And I'm going to Spartan kick him back out the door.
As you start to, bulk up and your veins start to bulge, he snaps his finger as several people come flooding into the tavern. A row of generic thugs, accompanied by two of the other biggest dudes you've ever seen. One of them more decked out, and he's got knives strapped all over him, big sword on his back. The other dude to the nobleman's left is as big as Somdi.
Weren't you talking shit about bandits earlier?
Does my surprise attack kick to the chest out the Spartan door go off or no?
No. But I'll allow your rage to still go in, and don't worry about it fizzling yet. Because as you're getting people's attention, and as you're hulking up, that's when you turn around and notice he's snapped his finger and called all these people in. Let me show you what real power looks like, boys. And he snaps. Everyone roll for initiative, who have not already.
How do I get a 19?
Apparently,
It's red.
We rolled with advantage.
Oh, I naturally just rolled advantage now. That's right.
Yeah, one of them was a
Burning
fail.
chest.
The other was a 16.
Well, hey, I go off the higher one, so 19.
All right.
I wonder why it still shows up as red.
Because one of them was still a
Still a 1,
still,
yeah,
still
but
a failure. So, all right, let's go ahead and get all these other guys' initiatives in. Do. And the big guy. Oh, geez, why did his sheet do that? Come on, Roll20, do your thing. Why are you doing this? Why are you like this? Why can't you be normal?
Oh, I get to do my teleport thing now.
Oh, you get to be like, no hard feelings. Nani? Omae wa shinderu. Okay. Blink. Let's get this party started. Why is the polar bear still on the list? It shouldn't be there. Alright, so Samdi, you are still quick to action.
I still get to go first?
Yes.
Isn't somebody in front of me? Somebody at the 21.
yeah. Everest got a 20. You
got
got to quit.
Oh, wait, 2360. Oh, that's your old one from the polar bear. That's why. You know, I should probably throw him in that mix too.
Yeah, 21 to 1916.
There we go.
So I guess, Everest, are you surprised that Ryan's doing stuff?
I mean, Ryan does stuff, so it's not that surprising.
Well, I was just wondering because if your character wasn't ready for combat, we skip you and we go to Ryan.
He was like clapping, getting everyone's attention. So Everest was looking at Somdi.
Yeah.
And so he sees the impending threat. Benson, you've got this big old smelly looking dude just kind of like walked over to you and like puts his arm, his elbow up against the wall and his hand propped up against his head, you know, doing the wall lean.
Wait, this guy?
Yeah.
What a Chad.
He's gonna just tumble onto the table and cast fear.
Casting fear?
Yeah.
Within a 30-foot cone. So... Somdi?
I think I'm just outside of it.
No, you might actually be in that.
Well, it depends on the
'Cause
angle of your cone. If it's like a 30-degree angle, 20-degree angle.
I'm assuming it goes off the regular cone stuff, and this is the shape of a cone.
Yeah, that would include Somdi. Okay, so we'll do the bandits left to right.
I trust you to make your save.
Yeah. So left to right, let's fire it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why are they all rolling with disadvantage? They shouldn't be. But your spell save DC is... So only the dude in the middle doesn't know what's going on. Everyone else is like, what? Oh, shit. So 4 of them definitely get feared. The big guy, the bruiser, he is fine. The other dude is fine. And the pompous little weasel himself... let me fix that. Make sure.
He's terrified.
Oh yeah, no, he's a little pissant. So yeah, half the crew is just like, what?
Why don't you all run along now? So, and I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Somdi.
Well, I'm using it immediately. Is that a D4 or what are you up to now?
I think it's a D. Shit, it might be a D8 now.
Okay.
I think it should say on there.
And
yeah, it's a D8.
And Somdi, you're actually scared too.
Nope, that's what I'm using the Bardic Inspiration for. I get to use it for saving throws or attack rolls.
Order of events would disagree, but at the end of your turn, you can use it for ending the fear.
Fear, I can still attack, right?
Well, it says, according to this, while frightened by the spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from Everest to the safest available route. So you've got to, like, retreat over here and play it cool, like, come over here and fight me.
Okay, so I will move over there and then I'll just teleport back as my bonus action.
I don't think you can.
Oh, it does say
yeah,
move.
you're frightened. You can't move towards the source of the fear.
You
backing off in a bit.
You can do an attack while you go away, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, wait, can it?
Yeah. Frightened status.
A creature must take the dash action and move away by the safest available means on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in the location or doesn't have line of sight to you, the creature must make
And
a
if
wisdom
he's
saving
dashing, he can't attack. But he can still use any bonus action abilities as long as they don't put him closer to Everest.
throw. Yes.
Well, then I lose my rage, because...
Do you have any bonus actions you can do other than teleporting?
I don't think so.
Thanks, Everest.
Yeah, thanks to Everest.
Sorry.
It's all good. I guess dash away, get out of line of sight of Everest, and then make your wisdom save.
Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on, because he gets an attack of opportunity against me.
That one
So
does, yeah.
back to me, then I get to keep my rage.
Oh, yeah, there's... well, wouldn't both of them get attack of opportunity against you?
They both
Yeah.
will. As you're taking off, you get 2 swings at you. One of those is going to hit. You're going to take 6 damage as you're fleeing.
3 damage. I'm raging still.
Oh yeah, so that would thus perpetuate the rage. So you're over there like, just a flesh wound. Go ahead and give me another wisdom save, and we'll add that 7 onto it. $14. That just enough. Meter beat rules. So the fear ends, and you are still pulsing, raging. Meanwhile, the bandit that didn't get frightened, that's this guy, yep, he shoves his way through the crowd and jumps up onto the table next to you, Everest. He pulls out one of his swords and is like, I ain't afraid of you, as he swings and misses.
Well, that's quite unfortunate then, isn't it?
The nobleman does also dash away as he cowers into the corner. Get them! Come on! What am I paying you fools for? As the others all just kind of like rush and crowd around him in alighted terror. That one. Except for the bandit captain. He's going to go after Zombie. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's going to dash. So he just sprints after you full force, scimitar in hand. Hey, Benson.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit him with the firebolt. Yep, hit him with a firebolt.
Solid.
That is a solid hit. 20 fire damage as the pack of him is all pelted and flames erupt, singeing away the fur pelt he was wearing. He looks over his shoulder and he just kind of gives this like The Rock point where he's like, you're next.
I'm gonna look over at him and I'm just gonna give him a thumbs up, and I'm gonna look over to this guy and be like, hey, where's the barkeep?
The total Chad just kind of like thumbs over as you look and see that the barkeep and the stewardess are like crouched behind the tavern. They know the playbook in these brawl like situations.
I'm gonna toss him a gold coin and be like, hey, can I get another drink?
You take care of those bastards, and the rest of the drinks are on me. Just don't damage nothing.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, drinks on them if we kill the bastards.
No, that's not what I said. Anything else, Benson?
Nothing.
Okay, Phelan.
I mean, you do have flanking with the guy right in front of you.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say Phelan's
Stab him.
seizing opportunity, and she's gonna.
Okay, so that first slash, you basically slice both of his tendons as he topples off the table onto the ground and is just he's down and out.
Hog. Okay, then.
Phelan, non-lethal damage.
She kind of just like looks back and shrugs. It's too late for that, Benson.
That was from only your first attack, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna retroact my crit, I guess, and
Unfortunately, get a little trigger happy there.
yeah.
I guess sword slappy.
I'm gonna look at
Sloppy
the
toppy.
Berserker, and I'm gonna tell the guy, the other vet, to get down for a second and just kind of shooty.
So you just like quick draw, slice across this dude's tendons. He trupples onto the floor. You yell at the guy, "Get down!" He's like, "Oh, jeez!" As he ducks, as you fire a quick shot, as that pierces deep into the guy's chest. As he grips his axe tighter, he's bleeding, but he's not even like really fazed by it.
Oh man, so damage.
Meanwhile, anything else? Any movement? Any bonus?
No, that's good. That's
Okay.
good.
This other bandit, goes crowing over. They're all just like huddling around. The nobleman's like, "No, stop! Fight them, you cowards!" This one's also dashing away, but Everest, you will get an attack of opportunity.
Yay!
Or don't attack him.
I mean, can't, doesn't matter.
Well, it wouldn't matter because I missed.
You swipe, but he's just too fast as he dashes away like, Yeah, oh shit, I need to roll their wisdom saves again.
You can only roll wisdom saves for them if they are not in line of sight of Everest. That is what the thing says.
Oh, that's right. And there's like a wall here. They're all crowding around. Okay. Oh, so Benson, you're feeling pretty good, right?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe, why?
Okay, well, as you're like watching everything unfold and this and that, you didn't really notice the knife poised at your rib cage.
From the total Chad?
From the total Chad.
No, I knew he did it.
Shink! The dude pulls back his hood as he has a poison-tipped short sword poised at your ribcage, and he plunges it deep and hard into your chest without warning.
He didn't have advantage on his attack roll.
Yep. Hang on, that's the wrong guy.
Oh, deleted the total Chad. Total Chad has been removed from the game.
There it is.
Sneak attack, that's all.
You're right. I do need to ignore that sneak attack because he's not within near a friend. But you're still going to take 9 piercing and 15 poison. Can I get a con check, please? You are poisoned. He withdraws the blade, cleaning it under his cloak, and he just kind of smiles as he swipes hard, aiming for your throat. Shing! You manage to lean back quickly across the table as the blade just comes inches from the tip of your nose. You feel it kind of grind across the horns on your forehead as an assassin has revealed himself. Everest.
Okay, let's try this again. Well, shit. No, that was he. That's right. Move closer, and then.
Okay, yeah, no, you jump off the table, do a quick swipe, stab, as the berserker just like parries with ease the flat edge of his battle axe as he turns and grits his teeth at you. You do a backflip over the table as you then kind of just like sit Jackie Chan style on the bench, arms folded.
So how's your day going? Lovely. That's gonna be his turn.
Speaking of testosterone-induced rage, Sandy.
Alright, I'm going to take the one here in front of me. How bad is he looking after taking that 20?
Pissed.
First one misses.
Yeah, you swing hard as the dude parries with his scimitar, gritting his teeth. You notice like he's missing a couple along the bottom. You retract your club and swing once more as he just ducks down and kind of goes, ha 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 ha, you're supposed to be a hero.
Somebody laughs and then he teleports.
Where are you teleporting to?
Teleport 30 feet. I just have to figure out how far.
Well, while you're figuring that out, the nobleman scurries past the guys crowding around him as he ducks down below one of the tables and like flips it on its side. Come on, do your thing. What am I paying you all for? As he's trying so hard not to wet himself. Two of the other bandits follow suit as they cower around him. No, go and get them. It's like, are you kidding? He just sliced the tendons off Rolf. I ain't fighting that. No monies ain't worth that.
Just give me credit for Valen's attack. Jeez.
As you teleport behind them, one of them does gain his composure. He's like, oh, I think we're safe back here. Oh shit! As he draws his blade, but that was at the end of his turn. You're on top of a guy now.
I was trying to rotate myself, but it was off screen, so I had to move myself to do it.
Okay. The bandit captain draws his scimitar as he kind of licks it across the tongue. Aye, where are you running off to? Come on back, I ain't done with you. As he runs and jumps up onto the table. Come on.
Did he cut his tongue when he did that?
Maybe. He reaches into the folds of his cloak as he yeets a dagger over the nobleman's head at you. Shink. You tilt your head to the side with these as it just kind of sticks into the wall with a bong 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 bong. Aye. Hold still as he reaches into the folds and yeets one more dagger. Knives out, and he's just missing like crazy. Meanwhile, Benson. Poisoned Benson.
I did not take kindly to being stabbed, good sir. I'm going to I'm gonna twin a spell.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a 1. That fucking 20 damage, I would have been nice. And then I'm going to quicken.
Oof. Concentration check, please. Okay. So you fire your blast point blank as the guy's hand begins to like singe. He reaches out to block the blow as he's not really clad in much. And his whole hand just kind of gets singed and burned as he takes 9 damage. As you fire off a secondary shot, the poison causes your body to like throb as you aim upward as the chandelier comes crashing down just behind Phelan. You're starting to get this horrible double vision as you fire another shot as it careens, hitting the mantelpiece, a piece of the fireplace. The Chad, as it were, just goes, the poison's seeping deep within your blood already. You'll be dead
so's your
by
mom.
dawn.
So's your mom.
Phelan?
Phelan is gonna do 2 different shots at 2 different people. He's gonna shoot. Fuck it. She's gonna shoot musket shot at the assassin and a pistol shot at the berserker.
Okay. So you grab for your musket over the back of your shoulder. You quick turn as you blam fire upon the assassin. Wait, actually, hang on. I'm trying to figure out how you do this because the musket's 2 hands. You're drawing a weapon, but then you're also stowing your pistol. So for this to work, we're going to say you pistol shot the berserker.
Yeah.
Then you turn quick draw and fire over at the assassin. Berserker takes another slug into the chest as he just kind of grits and like licks the blood as he takes the 7 damage. The assassin's not prepared though, as 26 damage, boom, a huge shot into his left arm. Just blood splatters everywhere as he holds it with his charred hand, and he looks over at you, eyes leer deep. Meanwhile, Torin, you start stumbling your way down the staircase, all the way down to the bottom. Anyone who looks upon you immediately notices that you have these blue veins pulsating over every bit of your skin, and there's this light radiating underneath. Your eyes have turned a deep sapphire blue, and you're just kind of guided by just this newfound confidence within you.
Question: Do I kind of have the presence that I just came off a high, basically?
You are riding that high right now.
And I'm just kind of at this point, I just kind of looked at everyone. And I'm just like, so how's everyone doing?
Another piece of chandelier falls down as Grug on the table's like, He starts snoring.
Torin came to join the party.
Yeah, I came to join the party. Why is everyone fighting?
Because the little puss brought friends.
What?
The little puss brought friends.
Oh, so are we on the terms of just throwing them out? Are we, or more?
Beat the shit out of them. We'll see what happens from there.
All right. All right.
If you want, you start with this one right in front of me.
Oh,
Forget
sure.
the one on Benson.
So is anybody curious?
that
Was it
one.
Whiskey Dick or did he just 2-pump trumpet?
Oh, we'll pester for details after.
Questions for later.
Okay. So, question, Ty.
Yeah.
Let's see. We did not update. No, did we update?
You're
for-
updated.
Okay. Let's see. Give me a second here. Question. Could I use Sleet Storm?
I think that works best outside. It would also
okay.
completely wreck this tavern.
Okay. Let's do Shatter.
Okay, how and where?
Let's see. I'm going to use it on this guy. Actually, no. Scratch that. I'm going to use it on these guys instead.
Okay.
Because I know at this point, I'm pretty much conscious at this point, correct?
You're more than conscious. You're just like, Gohan just went Super Saiyan 2.
With completely blue eyes. Perfect. So I'm just like, so everyone, please do me a favor and cover your eyes. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and I snap my fingers. Let's see, level 3 and shaboom.
An eruption shatters through the hall. Gruggo rolls off the table, taking half the cutlery and bowls with him as he rolls onto the floor. Jesus fucking Christ! The two bandits.
God, is that what that's like?
The bandits. Let's see how they do. They have to make con saves. Oh yeah, they get fucked. 10 damage apiece as they get thrown to the ground. Like they just buckle under the immense eruption. Their palms are bleeding as they cover their ears, trickling down the sides of their head.
At that point, I just kind of looked at everyone and was like, okay, who's not deaf?
What?
The two bandits you just cast upon just cover their ears and they're looking at each other. What? As they jump out the window and run off into the night.
Ah, that was satisfying.
If there was stuff in that area that's non-magical, it also takes damage.
Oh yeah, no, everything just got blasted around, knocked about. Good shit. The total Chad reaches into the folds as he draws out two short swords, or a secondary short sword. He does a little twirl as he spins around, swinging once, slashing at you, Benson. Shing! It cuts deep into your arm. Another 37 damage. As he then lunges forward with a pirouette to stab at Phelan. Phelan, though, you... Oh, no, you're gonna take the damage. You swipe at him, cutting only the folds of his robes. So, Phelan, you're going to take 31 damage. And give me a con check. You resist the poison. Everest.
Also, doesn't she take only half damage from the poison?
Why?
I'm sorry, I may have missed. Isn't that what it says? Yeah, it's
Oh,
because
yeah.
the description says half damage for the poison on a successful save.
Yeah, half as much damage on a successful save for poison. So 12.
Oh,
12 plus 6.
yeah,
18
so...
damage total.
Yeah, sorry, 18. And let me get a contract from you, Benson, because that means you should take less damage.
What?
Well, you got stabbed by the first one, so I need a contract from you.
Oh, right.
No, you're still taking full. All right, Everest.
Excuse me, but could you not?
Oh. You go blow to blow as he lunges forward, stabbing at Phelan. You just do a sideways roll off the bench, taking your dagger, and you pierce it deep, square into this dude's sternum. He looks shocked and surprised as he looks down, not knowing where you came from with that blow. Fuck, how much damage is that? 5, 9, 18, 27. He drops one of his swords with the cling, 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 cling. As he holds his gut, he looks down and in terror, what? What? Meanwhile,
I'm sorry, sir. We're busy right here, so if you could do your shit somewhere else.
Samdi.
Okay, I will go ahead and attack the fucker, the green fucker in the middle.
No! No! Get away from me, you brute! Stop! No! That is absolutely going to hit. You smack him square in the chest. No, no, no! How you hitting him on this last one?
In the gut to knock him out unconscious.
Yeah, you straight up hit you go for a nice hard thrust as it catches him right in the solar plex. His eyes go wide as he just collapses hard down to the ground.
Okay, I will go ahead and say, alright, he's unconscious, he can't pay you anymore. So if you guys want to head out, nobody will blame you.
Persuasion check? The dude standing up on the table that's been chucking knives at you just kind of grins. He paid up front. Filthy bastard's loaded. Now we're doing this for fun.
Can I scoop him up?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I will bonus action teleport with him.
Can you bring people with you? I don't know if it works that way.
I can't. Doesn't say I can't.
Can you link it real quick?
I'll read it off real quick. You teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Until you reach in, you can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Because it doesn't specify equipment or anything like that, I'm going to say you can't bring him with. Because it effectively acts like Misty Step, and Misty Step doesn't let you bring people with.
Okay, I'll just stay where I'm at then.
Okay.
But I pick him up and sling him over my shoulder so I can't run off with him.
Okay. So you have a hostage.
Yay for human shields.
This dude scurries back into the corner. He's like, oh god, I don't know if it's worth this. This ain't worth the money. The other one standing next to his captain is like, oh, you big wuss. You never cut out for the gang anyway. On hand what I'm trying to say. On hand our cash cow as he swipes hard at you, cutting you deep across the thighs. 3 damage.
3 points of damage.
Yeah.
Does Ryan have a bonus to AC because he's using a hostage in front of him?
Are you trying to use him as a human shield?
No, we're going to have some fun with him later.
Okay. The captain jumps down off the table as he kind of grins. He's like, I don't care about that pansy little piss whistle. This is just fun is what it is. Shing! Shing! As you're parrying blows, left, right, ping, 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 ping. You're blocking and parrying every scimitar swing he makes while holding the dude over your shoulder with your offhand. Meanwhile, Benson.
How high is the ceiling?
Only 20 feet.
I'm gonna go up to the
Still
ceiling.
really high for low ceiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the ceiling.
Okay.
And while I'm up there, I am going. I'm gonna acid splash the guy.
Okay. How do you like to do your acid splash?
We'll say I'm like corrosive vomiting on him.
The dude dodges to the left just at the last second, still clutching his open chest wound.
My DC is 16.
16.
It says 15.
I did 13 damage. It says DC 16 right there.
The assassin rolled 15.
Why does the spell save say 15?
I don't know why that is. If you look at my thing where it says Razan Amber Shard, it says DC 16 Dexterity save. On the actual roll that I
Yeah,
did,
no, your
that
sheet
was
says
the card
16.
spell.
So, yeah, no. Well, he ducks to the left and he looks up with a look of grin. But then you realize you weren't aiming for, like, his center mass. You were aiming for his feet. And his right foot just begins to burn and singe as his boot leather starts, getting hot and intensified. He starts doing the hot foot dance. As he starts stamping it out, trying to, like, kick off the sludge on his foot.
I had too much alcohol.
Phelan.
Actually, no, never mind. Benson is in the air, so never mind. That's a stupid question. I'm going to use a bonus action to use Second Wind.
Go ahead and roll a d10. And what level fighter are you now? 8? So that's going to be... Oh, shit! 16.
Fuck it.
Whoa, slow down, girls, slow down.
She
Your
did
first,
suicide, isn't it?
yeah, your first stab, you grab him by the shoulder as he's trying to flick off acid, and people are like holding their hands up like, don't splash it on us, asshole. You just grab him by the shoulder, he looks over as you run your rapier through his neck.
Oh.
He collapsed hard to the ground.
Okay, then
under
if
his
that's
own
the
dead
case,
weight.
I'll say I moved over to smack the Berserker for this last 3.
Okay. You then turn spinning at the Berserker who's been... Did I skip him? I haven't used him once now that I think about it.
No.
Hang on. I'm going to retroactively pay the Berserker a little love here. He's just been watching, grinning this entire time as you turn and lunge at him. The parrying blow. You pierce in deep. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You run him through hard as you just jab, 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 jab. Give me another roll in those last 2 attacks.
A single roll for rapier?
A roll for each.
You just want you to re-roll them.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh,
15
same
plus
and
2,
better.
15 plus 2, 25 plus 2, yeah. So, yeah, no, you're jab, 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 jab. As he's, like, trying to parry the blow. Ping, 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 ping. And it looks like he's, like, matching you blow for blow, and then after all the blows stop, he looks down and realizes he hasn't been blocking your sword with the shaft of his axe. He's been blocking it with his knuckles, and now his hands are all bloody. He just kind of, like, frowns, like... As he swings hard with his axe, cleaving towards your neck. Shing! You get a deep cut across the collarbone for 7 damage. Meanwhile, Torin.
Is the 7 damage
Yes.
really worth it, though?
Is it apparently?
All right, so at this point, I'm gonna kind of do the. Hold on. Okay, let's see. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. So at this point, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, yeah. At this point, I'm actually going to look to the barmaid. Is that who she is?
Yeah, that's a
It is-
bar winch.
All right. So at this point, I look to her and I just kind of point to her and say, "You! Can you hold still for a second?"
Huh?
At this point, I start walking towards her, but as I start walking towards her, I'm going to cast an Eldritch Blast kind of like to the side without looking, and I'm going to try and hit this guy right here.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's right. I'm going to try and hit this guy right here. There we go.
So as you're just kind of sauntering forward, you reach out with your right hand, doing a little backfire, and...
Let's see if it hits. Actually, it's gonna be a double Eldritch Blast.
Okay. You fire off 2 shots. Pew pew! One of them hitting the dude in the back of the head for 2 damage. The second one, as you're kind of like sauntering forward, actually shoots over the head of the other bandit into the side wall next to Samdi.
Sorry, still getting used to it. And hold on, I'm gonna keep moving forward as far as I can go. I think it's
That's as far as you can go.
all right, perfect. All right,
That's 30.
perfect. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do then. I'm gonna keep moving forward.
Okay. Samdi.
I think you actually skipped me.
Did I?
You did.
I
Skip
did.
him.
Everest.
Oh, yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah, it's all good. He's just gonna yell out, "Down, boy!" Cast Thunderwave on the... Well, in front of him, so it hits the Berserker.
Directly in front of you, so you're aiming for the Berserker with the Thunderwave? Is that... Do I understand that properly?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
A huge clash of thunder erupts from your palms as the Berserker turns and he takes a full blast into the face. His cheeks flapping wide, and as he's like trying to lean into it, grit against it. Well, he wasn't supposed to have advantage against that, but he, he's like leaning into it as his head cocks back. There's a huge cracking sound in his neck as his neck pops hard. That's 17 damage. He's kind of like dazed and confused. He's doing the Mortal Kombat sway as his head's just rolling side to side. Samdi.
I'm gonna go ahead and swing at the knife chucker.
Oh, he blocks and parries every blow. Give me a Constitution check. You drop the nobleman onto the floor as he lands with a hard thud. As you use both hands to try and swing hard with that last one, like a baseball bat swing, as he just ducks down low and chuckles and laughs at you.
I mean, he's missed more than me. He shouldn't be chuckling or laughing.
This dude has officially pissed himself.
Oh, God.
As he's just sitting in the corner going... This bandit is going to be disengaging as he drags the nobleman away. Like, come on now. It's...
Can I use my reaction to grab the nobleman?
He's disengaging and dragging the guy?
So
what are you trying to grab him
his
for?
movement speed would be halved.
Yes. So I think I can only move him one less square. Yeah, one less square.
You'll stop him from dragging him.
There we go. Give me a dex check then to see if you're fast enough to grab the dude's cloak. Nope, too quick to the draw. As you go to reach for it, the bandit captain swings the scimitar like, "No, I'm your opponent. Where do you think you're going?" As he swings hard to the left, you retract your hand just in time before it gets a hard lop at it. As he swings once more, posing for your throat, you duck down low just under his blade. Meanwhile, Benson, you're flapping just 5 feet from the ceiling.
Oh no, berserker, right? And I'm my character is.
Hey,
gonna,
Mr. Toad, thanks for the follow.
My character is going to start feeling sick again, and I'm gonna. That fast-acting poison's really not sitting well with me and all the alcohol I've been drinking, right?
Yeah. The dude literally turns and looks up directly at it as it splashes all over his face. He just kind of blinks once, blinks twice, and then clasps his hands over his face, dropping his battle axe as he drops to the ground, crying and screaming, kicking and wailing like a big bitch, before he just curls up into the fetal position, and all you smell is burning flesh.
My character's wings are going to give out, and I'm going to fall to the ground.
Okay, then you will take 2 damage.
Nice.
You careen hard, cracking a bar stool under the weight of your mass. Phelan.
Phelan's going to step a few feet this way. She's gonna stare at the person who's squaring off against Somdine. She's gonna give him 2 little love taps.
Little love taps? Oh, you mean you're gonna full on open fire on the guy?
Yes, exactly.
All right, so yeah, you load a couple. How are you on your bullets? What's your reload time on that thing?
I'd have to look.
Oh no, wait, you've got gunslinger where you ignore reload, don't you?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so now you saunter across the room. You look over at the barman, or at the patron, as he just like, oops, excuse me, kind of like steps back, sits on the stool. You give him like a little Captain Marvel nod, and then you just turn, poise, aim. Grogo sits up at this point going,
"Oh, what's all the racket? I've got a pounding headache."
As 2 of his hairs get split as you far across the room as they embed deep into this dude's back. He cries out in pain, "Oh!" as he takes 24 damage. His attention's drawn over his shoulder. He's like, "You fucking bitch!" But Torin, what do you do?
At this point, I'm actually going to keep moving. I'm going to move around Phelan. I'm going to come up to the to the bar wench, and I'm basically going to look her right in the eye, and I'm going to just kind of take her by the hand, and I'm going to say, "I need your help with something, and I need to confirm something. I'm feeling especially confident right now, and I need you to do something for me. Just stay where you are, just look me in the eye, and if I go crazy, please run away, okay?" And at that point, I actually kind of look to Phelan behind me. I'm like, "Phelan, if I go crazy, knock me out, please."
What? Sounds good.
And then I look at them. I turn back to to her, and I say, "Lady, I love you."
She just kind of stares in, like, confusion and awe. Gives you a couple blinks and then cocks her head to the side like, huh?
Does anything happen to me?
No.
At that point,
Torn, didn't you just finish having sex with the lady upstairs?
well, just because, well,
We made Torn fuckboy.
Damn! Yeah, but I didn't realize a breakup would make you into a player.
at that point, I look to. At this point, I just kind of stay on her. I kiss her on the hand, and I turn back to Phelan, and I'm like, and I hug her from behind, and I'm just like, I'm cured.
You don't see this, but Phelan, you do. The woman starts picking hair out of her mouth because he is a satyr. And she's like, and she has this look on her face.
Okay. Oh, right, bad guys. And actually, question: did all that? I'm sure that whole thing would have used up my entire turn. I'd take.
We'll say that took up your bonus action.
Okay, so in that case, I'm like, oh, right, this guy.
Oh, give me a concentration check.
Wait, you mean Constitution?
Yeah, Constitution
Yes.
is concentration.
There we go.
Okay.
He hits that one.
This woman with the falcon, she hits the deck as you hit the corner of the table. The bartender steps up. He's like, "Stop blowing holes in my tavern!"
There we go.
Meanwhile, Everest.
Alright. So, not what I wanted. There we go. It's going to tumble up here. I'll just click tumble first.
So you're dip, diving, and dodging all around as you roll across the bar table, knocking glasses over. You land on the far other side.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment? He
Aye.
says to the bandit. And then he just sprays poison all over him.
And how do you spray poison?
Oh, from his mouth. Just spits it out like a cobra.
That's spit cobra.
He ducks down low as your spit hits the far walls. It starts to melt away at the boards. The bartender just kind of peeks up over the edge of just his nose, just his eyes. He's like,
It just glances over the barkeep. Really nice place. He's here. I'm loving the building.
"Oh, it was my father's." Meanwhile, Sandy. Hey, Moonbeach, thanks for the follow. All right, so you go full ham against this guy as you crack him hard across the jaw. A couple teeth scatter
He's on
onto the
table
ground.
still, right?
No, he jumped down off the table.
Ah.
The table's behind him. That's 7 damage.
Then I will bonus action teleport
Okay.
from this one, and then attack him.
Oh, and that's another hard blow. Hard, square into the chest as his back hits against the far wall. He's like, oh, as he clutches his chest. You definitely heard a rib crack, and then he starts sniffing around as he realizes his back, his cloak is starting to sizzle from the acid against the wall. He starts patting himself down. And with each pat, he winces in pain as he definitely broke a rib. That's 8 damage. The guy in the corner is still pissing himself. He's just full on crying now. He's just
Supposed to jack away from him every turn.
He's scurrying over the table, running up the stairs, crying. I want to go home. The gentleman you just broke a rib, though, he's like, piece of shit, as he lunges forward with the sword, but you just parry, and you just parry the blow with ease as it spins and just opens wide, his chest completely exposed. Oh! The captain, his blade gripped in hand, like patting down the flames on the back of him. He's like, you slimy little bastard, get back here! As he charges forward, his sword raised up on high, it comes crashing down with a mighty swing, and the woman at the table here sticks her leg out as he trips and face plants hard onto the ground. He is prone as he kind of just slides the rest of the way. Meanwhile, Benson.
Benson's just gonna heal himself a little bit. He's just gonna like look over his body and be like, yeah, I mean, life. And then he's gonna go to heal himself, but instead of healing himself, he's gonna fireball the ground. Or himself.
Yeah, so you think to yourself, now's a better time than ever. You try to cauterize the wound, but because of your intoxicated state, you use way too much magic as you just point blank.
I take the 18 damage, right?
You're unconscious.
Nice. Well, I'm no longer poisoned, guys.
Yeah, no. There's just the sudden explosion behind you, Torin and Phelan, as you look over and... wrong way. And Benson's whole front side is just charred and blackened as he lays unconscious among broken bar stools. Phelan? Oop, oh, nope, didn't mean to hit that one, sorry.
You're fine. Actually, fuck it. I'll go over there and stab him.
Okay. You run across the hall, jump up high under the table, and with a mighty downward plunge, you also have advantage on these attacks, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So we'll count that as just your first attack, and... Hang on. Again, quick on that blade. You come plunging down for 15 damage, pinning this guy, running him completely through into the ground. You feel your rapier hit floorboards as you deal 15 damage, and he splutters blood and then goes limp.
Just adding to her body count tonight.
Torin.
Before he passes out, I just want to be like, I wasn't supposed to fight you. I was just supposed to keep you busy.
You just grab him by the hair, kind of pull up his head, and then drop it as he face plants hard onto the board. Torin.
Yeah. At this point, I look over here, and I'm just kind of like... Actually, yeah, question is... Oh, there it is. So question is Benson down and...
Yeah, Benson's passed out, and his whole face is, like, charred.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I run over there, and I'm going to... Play devils. Get me over there. Sorry, glitch. I'm going to... If I have the... Spare the Dying, I shall use it, and...
If you don't have Spare the Dying, you can always just do a DC 10 medicine check.
There we go.
How do you like to do Spare the Dying?
Alright, so I am going to kind of weave my hands together, and a little blue ball of energy will appear at the tip top of it. Of my index finger, I move forward right onto Benson's forehead, and I kind of press it against him.
Okay. There's a soft little glow of light at the tip of your finger, and it kind of dims and fades into a skull. Benson slowly starts to breathe a little easier now. Everest.
Well, sir, perhaps you'd like to drop your employer and leave with your life.
The gentleman turns and looks around. As he looks up, he's clutching his chest, breathing real shallow like. He notices that his boss, his employer, and even the two other big guys that his boss paid extra for are all just unconscious or dead on the ground. You know what? You're right. It's not worth it. I think I'm just gonna go have a lie down. If and that's all right with you, my lords.
I found him on hand day. Have a nice day.
Okay, he throws his scimitar down on the ground. Clink, 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 clink. So Ever Somdi, what are the two of you doing while he does this?
I'm gonna pick up the little guy.
Okay, so you're allowing him to leave?
Yeah, here you go.
Okay, he just... and gone. And with that, that concludes combat.
Yay.
So what do? I roll a d4 to figure out how many days I'm going to sleep for?
We'll come back to that. You're just unconscious, but you're stable right now. In fact, the woman that you're chatting with before about, medical aids, she runs over and she pops a little berry into your mouth and just starts massaging your jaw and throat. You kind of wake up with 1 HP.
I got a little overzealous there with some of that fire in my arm. Ooh, spicy.
And she just kind of leans in and says, "I told you my berries were good."
I thought you meant different berries.
Her berries bring all thy young gen folk to the yard.
And they're like, "They're better than yours." Damn right, they're better than yours. I could charge you, and I think I will.
But I don't have berries, so I'm sorry.
I charge you, but I have to levy a fee. So yeah, I'm picking this guy up and slumping him over my shoulder.
Slump.
And I'm gonna take him to the axe beaks.
You're leaving the bar with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody just throws this guy over his shoulder as the rest of the crowd just starts to erupt in cheer and applause as everyone's like, "Yeah! Dawnbringers! Dawnbringers! Dawnbringers!" And as you leave the bar with him, the bartender just kind of pokes his head, stands up, noticing all the blood and charred and melted acid, and he's like, "Oh, not again."
I feel like we should give him all of the coin that's on the bandit's body. So
and as he just kind of moans and face palms, we're going to take a 10-minute break.
I actually have to call it here because I got to be at the phone in the morning.
Hey, no worries.
Later,
Thanks for joining us, Sandy.
Yas. Exit stage left.
right, and we're back. So, so the bartender had just picked up over looking at all the destruction and devastation in his tavern, and he's like, my tavern.
Excuse me, sir. Can I get another one for the road?
Yeah, I guess so. Hang on. As he just like begrudgingly goes to the wench, and she's stoic, cool as a cucumber, like it's just another regular Monday night. She's out, she pours the ale, he's just like, thank you, Gwendolyn. Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Lovely place.
Please.
Having a blast.
Please, my heroes, please leave.
Ooh, before we go.
Don't worry. After this one, I'll be good.
Question. Do you have apple cider, and do you also have... Actually, what's the sweetest thing you have along with that?
Torn, I think you've been drinking cider all night.
I'll check the back. So Benson, you've got a throbbing headache, but you're mobile.
If I was got a throbbing headache, I'm just gonna. I look around and I see that Torn's still over here, and we still got most of the group in here, and I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna sit down
on the broken chair.
Yep.
Okay. All right, as you kind of get comfy among the rummage, the woman that was aiding you and that gave you the good berry, she's like, so tell me, sugar, what's next for you and the Dawnbringers? That was quite a spectacle.
Yeah, you'd have to talk to our leader about that.
Oh, I thought you were the leader.
No, I'm a doctor.
I see. Well, apple a day. As she like reaches into the folds of her cloak and tosses you an apple.
I try to grab the apple.
Slide a hand check. You managed to catch it, but with both hands. And it's at this point you notice that the woman who helped you is now asymmetrical. Meanwhile, Everest.
Yeah, just remember, I wanted to search the the assassin.
Okay.
Yeah, just for anything good, and also for any sort of writ or anything that could be like a hit on us or whatever. See if I can find out who may have sent them.
Okay, so yeah, you're rummaging through the folds. The dude's wearing like really nice tight leather armor. It's all form fitted, and you're looking through every little fold. Like like people won't just stick it in their pocket. They'll tuck it under a belt strap or in between the folds of this and that. You know how smugglers work. While that's going on, Phelan, what are you doing?
Reloading my guns in case we come to another fight. Because, yeah.
Okay. Roll a d10 for me, Everest. You really don't find much. His swords were standard issue. A lot of the poison that was coated on it is already beginning to crust and coagulate. But you do notice he's got a little coin purse. And as you open and reach through the folds, you notice it's got 30 gold pieces and 16 silver.
Sweet. So no indication on who may have sent them.
No, he doesn't carry contracts on him.
Yeah, fair enough.
More than
Makes
likely
sense.
was paid on the spot.
Oh, that worked out well.
It's at this point you hear a loud, God damn it! As Gruggo just kind of like begrudgingly stumbles around over to the group, leans up against one of the poles. He's like,
What the hell happened in here?
Oh,
You missed the fun.
yeah.
Oh my god, I had the weirdest dream.
Dream.
Oh, yeah, you guys won't believe it. It was wild.
You're right.
Yeah, I dreamed that somebody was picking on a child, big lovable zombie beating up a little kid. Can you picture?
No, he basically did that.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it was a tall child, but it was a child.
Oh no! It gets weirder than that. That was happening, and then you wouldn't believe it. Torin slept with a beautiful woman. Could you believe it?
He did.
Oh yeah, no,
Yes.
that completely happened. And then he hit on the barmaid right after.
What?
Yeah, you
After
believe
that?
this shit?
Wait, what?
Yep.
What?
Do you know why? Do you know why I was able to do any of that, all of that?
You got her drunk?
Because I got you drunk as shit.
Nope, because I can love again! I can love anything I want again! Oh, I love
Torn.
you, I love you, I love you. I'm just pointing at everyone.
Torn. I think you may have misconstrued the difference between sex and love.
Actually, yes. Yes, I would agree.
Wait a minute, what's that?
He points to the really ornate lantern hanging on the hip of your belt.
Oh, this, yeah, it's, I guess it was a memento.
You stole it, didn't you?
Nope, she gave it to me.
She gave it to you?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Usually you gotta pay the... I mean, you know what? Good for you, buddy.
He just gives
Damn,
you like
maybe
a
this
little
won't
slap
just
on the
be a
shoulder.
one-night stand.
Also,
Maybe.
what's up with your skin?
It's at this point you notice that the blue pulsing veins and the ominous glow seems to be like subsiding, like the waves withdrawing into the ocean at low tide.
I just assumed he got an STD.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Ah, don't worry. We might be able to find a healer to get rid of that. I guess you traded one curse for another, right?
Honestly, $20. 20 gold says yes.
Grubbo
You
just
paid
kind of
20
stumbles
gold?
past Phelan and he kind of whispers into your ear.
Yeah, 20 gold says it burns when he pees.
Probably.
Oh, speaking of which, where is the cider?
The bartender has not returned yet.
He may be busy crying in the back.
I shall attend to him. And I hop behind the bar and I go behind the back.
Okay. You walk into
I
the
kinda
back.
just kinda poke-
Yeah, no, you kind of poke your head into the back room. You see one person just like moving crates and mashing food and like sorting around, cooking up fish over a stew pot. And then there in the corner near a pantry, you just see the bartender just crying, just.
Phelan's gonna help people take bodies out of the bar, by the way.
Okay, so yeah, a couple of the patrons start moving bodies and piling them up outside for the local death cart to come and bring them around. The patron's like, "That was some fine shooting, my lady.
Ew.
I can see how it is you Dawnbringers were able to fend off most anything that comes your way. Hi,
Pretty much.
tell you what, that piece on you, oh, that's a beaut. How much you want for it?
Sadly not for sale.
Oh, come now, everyone's got their price, isn't that what the little wimp said?
True, but I'm no little wimp. And I'm currently using this as
Oh.
of right now.
Oh, no offense, milady. I wouldn't call you a wimp. I was just saying, I could probably pull some strings and, make it worth your while for that fine piece of weaponry.
I'm gonna go check out this place that is said to have inherit dwarfs. I can maybe buy or ask them if they could make me something I can bring it back to you.
Oh, no worries. It's not necessarily the piece itself. It's just, well, I mean, that belongs to Lady Honeywood. That thing's going to be legendary someday. What's its name?
No, I actually never thought of a name for it.
Oh, every great weapon's got to have a name. Anyway, you want to help me with the big guy? As he wanders over and he starts dragging the bandit captain, he's like, "Oh, you ran this one right through."
Yeah,
Ugh,
honest.
smearing blood across the ground. So, the bodies get piled and tossed up outside, and there's really no sight of Samdi. He definitely wandered off with that little twerp. So,
Everyone's getting laid tonight.
so yeah, Torin. Oh, ew. So Torin, you notice that the chef's just, the barkeep's just been like crying in a little pantry, and he's like, excuse me, Lord, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. As he fumbles around with the bottles, he just hands you one of cider. Here, last one in the house. On the house.
At that point, I don't say anything. I just kind of casually put the bottle down, and I just kind of open my arms. I'm like, "Come here,
What?
I need a hug."
What's happening?
I'm seeing you suffering, and I want to. I'm giving you a hug.
Okay. All right. This is
And
nice.
yes, it is. So, thank you for that, and I will actually give him one of my gold pieces. And I'm like, I'll see if there's something we can do to help fix all that out there. In the meantime, here you are. I give him a gold piece.
He looks at the gold piece in his hand and he cocks one eyebrow. You've never owned a business before, have you?
No, I have not.
Yeah, clearly. As he like wipes the tears from his eyes. Okay. Game face. And like his voice, he puts on his tough guy voice. He's like, all right, everyone. Last call for the evening. Last call, and thank you, Byron, for taking care of the bodies. Yeah, as you like hop back over the tent.
Yep.
Last call.
In that case, I'll take one more.
Aye, one more. So you pass out a round of drinks to everyone. Everyone gets one last hurrah, one last cheer. Benson, are you going to drink anymore? You've got a lot of internal bleeding.
No, I'm good.
You good? Okay.
Yeah, my character's good.
Well, you guys have your one last huzzah before you retire to the tavern, or retire upstairs to the tavern's keep for the evening, where you all have the deepest sleep of your life. Except for Torin, who has a wet dream.
I wanted to have a quick little thought about that, and not the dream, but I mean before I go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, when I go into my room, I have my own room by myself, correct?
Everyone's got their own lodging. This is the nicest place in town.
All right, so I just kind of
Well,
sit
it was.
down.
It was.
And so at this point, I kind of sit down in my bed. I look to this question: was it a lamp or a?
It's an ornate lamp.
Ornate lamp. I just kind of look at it, and I'm just like, so, are you in there?
The lamp does not respond.
I rub it.
The wick inside begins to glow ever so softly, and the air begins to pool inside as it's almost like slowly sucking in the air around you.
I was wondering if we could have a bit of a... I guess this would be an aftermath talk. Would you be alright with that? Or are you too tired?
The air sucks in even more, and as you realize your face is getting kind of pulled, your hair pulls in, and the lamp seems to get larger and larger and larger, when in reality you're getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You close your eyes, and as you open them, you look to see that you're in this lavish lounge covered in decadent satin pillows, throw rugs. Everything's just real nice and cozy. It looks like a hookah lounge.
Wow, you have an eye for style.
As you look about, you realize you're alone in here, except for a beautiful ornate fresco of the woman you bed. And as you look, you see that she is decorated and swirling about with all types of crustaceans and undersea water life and whirlpools, all in these ornate little mosaic frescoes along the ceiling.
So, and I approach her.
No, it's a painting. It's a fresco. Yeah.
Oh, well, I approach the fresco and I talk to the fresco. Well, if in the event you happen to be listening, I just have to say, you are amazing.
All right. The night goes rather peaceful for the remainder. And in the morning, you're woken bright and early, bushy-tailed, hot meals waiting for you downstairs, and the rest of you, get your hearty fill. Benson, your internal bleeding has stopped, and as you manage to kind of like give it a couple massages and some of that shiatsu massage you did on that old lady in the last town over. And as you guys gather all your belongings, you head out into the town to kind of like scour, see what you can find, because Samdi hadn't returned that night.
Oh,
Yeah, he never came back.
interesting.
He must have had a great time with that guy he walked out with.
Gruggo kind of like wanders down the alleyway. It's like,
Okay, so, what do we do now? We're heroes. The day's saved. Phelan's a
Well-
little ugly, but, she's an elf. It's not her fault.
Gruggo.
What?
No.
You got that whole burned prince look.
You trust me, I think this whole entire scar looks better than you. Your whole entire face.
Hey. I'm a connoisseur among goblins.
Nigel, that's what you are.
So I think we got off topic a bit here. So we probably should get a wagon. Samdi is probably gonna take care of the birds. So
Probably
any
take care of the
repla-
wagon, too. That dude loves his wagons.
I mean, he loves the birds more than the wagons, so he's probably gonna be focusing more on those.
Well, I mean, with the gold we got, we could pimp our rides. Speaking of which,
he reaches into his belongings and he pulls out the Mace of... Wait, hang on. The Mace of Terror. And he's like,
I can't really use this thing. Like, it's nice and all, but, I mean, it's not really my style.
Well, you could sell it for more gold.
That I can. But, where?
Fucking anywhere. You realize... I mean, pretty sure anybody will take that from you. And besides, I mean... Especially tell them who you are.
That's not untrue, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, we could go into a different town and you could tell them that you use it to slay the Ice Queen or some shit.
Ooh, yeah, that might work. Think we'll get a little extra for it?
Oh, definitely.
Alright, well... I mean, are we just gonna pawn off our goods, or, like, what are we doing?
Well, I'm gonna hold on to mine. It's good to have an extra, really good weapon to have on hand.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, what about you, Benson?
Benson, you step out into the cold, frigid air.
Okay. It's kind of cold out here, though. Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care. You don't care what we do.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, we gotta do stuff, right? I'm not the leader.
I mean, I need to go find the blacksmith to get more ammunition.
Okay, so it sounds like we're all just going shopping, then.
Yes,
I
pretty
mean,
much.
We are heroes. I mean, we'll probably get some fat discounts. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, it stands to reason.
So
We also may want to look. No, yeah. If we're still thinking about having a castle or other building built for us, we may want to look into uh, where where to have that done at and who to talk to.
I don't know. If only we still had Razan. He was a good mason. Bet he could have
That is
some good
true.
rocks.
He was, for whatever reason, good with rocks and stabbing shit.
The only thing he loved more than rocks was mint.
Yeah, mint has good healing
He should have
properties.
stuck with the rocks.
He reaches through his
Yeah,
belongings and he pulls
no.
out a little flask of ale. He's like,
To Razan.
and he kind of pours it out onto the snow.
Okay, that seems like a waste.
Hey man, he gave his life so that we could be here.
Yeah, but he's not able to drink that.
It's an old goblin tradition, okay? He'll be drinking it down in hell because he certainly didn't go to the other place.
Okay,
So-
that I can agree on.
So at this point, I'm assuming I'm up, and if I'm up, I actually would like to drop in on them.
Oh yeah, no, you guys are all hanging out outside the tavern trying to figure out where to go. People are passing you in the
so-
streets. Bryn Shander is still really crowded with a lot of refugees.
Okay. And I should mention, at this point, I actually have the cider bottle from last night. And
You took it with you to bed. You finished off about 2/3 of it.
actually, no, it's still full. It's still
Oh,
full.
oh, okay.
And here's the thing. I actually go up to them like, hey guys, I'm about to enact something that I've been wanting to do for so long now.
Day drinking?
No,
Chug a whole bottle at once?
better. I take the bottle and I just chug it as hard as I can into the sky, and I Eldritch Blast it.
Okay, I stand corrected, Grego. That was a waste.
And when I do that, I'm just cackling like a maniac. I'm like, screw you, cider! Screw you! Screw you! Screw you! Oh my god, guys! Do you have any idea how much I hated that stuff?
I mean, it's
And
all
why
you
did
drink.
you drink it?
I
Yeah.
wasn't allowed to love anything, remember? I couldn't drink anything I loved, so I had to eat the thing I had to drink the thing I hated the whole time. I'm
Oh.
free!
Well, then why did you ask for more?
Because I just wanted to savor my vengeance on the drink I hate the most.
You know
Yeah,
what?
that's still a waste.
That kind of makes sense. I can understand that. I did the same thing to
And he looks over at Phelan.
You know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do a little shopping. Me back in the town square at sundown? Cause we can do that now?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah!
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, I'll see you all at sundown. Who's got that book, by the way?
I do still.
Yeah, what are we doing with that thing anyway? I mean,
Well, we'll probably want to take it to the nomads to see if we can translate it or figure out the fuck it says.
it's all written in common.
Yeah, well, let me rephrase that. Figure out what the fuck it means, because it's common, but still, like, I can't make heads or tails of what the fuck any of it's talking about. Point being, there's more to the shit that we need the nomads for. So, we'll take it to them.
All right, yeah. No, okay, that works. What about you, Benson? What are you gonna go do?
I don't know. I'm gonna go heal people, help them out, and attack you.
All right, so just to clarify, you're gonna go shopping. You're gonna go look for hippies. You're gonna, I'm not gonna say out loud what you're gonna do, and we're gonna get demonetized if I say that. And you're just gonna go, basically do what Torin's gonna go do. Touch people.
Wait,
And
Nope,
I'm not
not-
looking for the hippies yet. The hippies are fucking far away. I'm just talking about what we're gonna do with the book later. We're gonna have to travel to find those assholes.
actually, I'm actually not going to do what you said. I'm going to see if there are any, oh man, I'm actually just going to go see if there's any cool ornaments lying around, or any cool ornament stores, or any just cool stores in general.
Yeah, I guess you have no need to harass any sort of spellcasters anymore.
Nope. I can just love whatever I wish to now. Oh my god. Do you have any idea what it felt like not being able to do that?
Yes.
No, don't care. Anyways, have fun.
Will do.
God, what crawled up his butt? Ever since the trials, he's been, like, meaner. I don't know. Alright, well, I'm gonna go see how much I can get for this thing.
As he starts twirling the mace around like it's like a baton. So, what kind of places are you looking for? Anyone, everyone?
Places
Let's see.
that sell ammunition.
Well, for you, that would have been the Black Iron Blades, the place to the north that way back when you guys did the Iron Quest.
Agree. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, north of the market. And Benson, where are you going?
I'm just gonna go around and look for like a triage place for like the refugees and stuff that are here.
That would probably be the temple you guys are at before.
And that was what, up over here?
Way northeast side of town.
Yeah, I'll go up over there.
Did I delete those maps? Damn, I deleted all those maps. Okay. And, so you're looking for shops, you go to the Black Iron Blades, you go to the temple, and what are you doing, Torin?
I am going to, honestly, I'm just going to kind of wander around and just kind of see what interesting thing catches my eye.
Okay, just wandering aimlessly. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm just going to go like northwest. Maybe
Okay.
around to, I don't know, here.
Okay, so everyone kind of just wanders around the town city, filled with refugees, doing their own thing. Go ahead and everyone roll off a d6 for me. We need to change your name from Razan to Benson.
6363.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so Everest, you go wandering around until you
Yo.
finally you see a shop that really catches your eye. Rendaril's Emporium. It's a massive trade house. There's all manner of trinkets hanging outside. You see people go in and out, rucksacks in hand. Seems like a good shop.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
All right. You wander inside, and the little bell goes ding-ling-ling as you wander in. There's a couple other patrons in the shop, and behind you see a slender elven gentleman saying, "Ah, yes, welcome to Rendaril's. I'll deal with you in just a moment. Please, feel free to gaze about." You look about the
look
shop, and you see this place has got just about everything. Snow gear, armors, baubles, trinkets, whatever it is, you name it. You look about, you see small little wooden figurine sculptures, brooches, sail replacements for fishermen. Like, they've got everything. Give me a perception check. You notice immediately that many of the trinkets look to be of dwarven craft in origin.
Huh. Gregor should have come here. He would have loved this.
Cut away to the marketplace.
Ah, come on! You gotta give me at least twice that.
Back to you.
No, I'm sure he's doing fine wherever he is. Alright, that doesn't really sound like anything that striking my fancy, so I think I'll head out. We never did get our reward from the treasury, did we?
You did.
Did we? Okay, I couldn't remember if we actually if
those-
we actually did.
Rare, powerful weapons you all carry.
Oh right, no, because I thought I remembered the when that we were given like a writ or something to give to the treasury. So.
No. She was just like, hey, go raid the treasury, find some good rewards for our heroes, kind of stuff. And then it was what was rewarded to you at the coronation.
Okay, I misunderstood that.
Yeah.
Wait, so cool.
So, what did you get? You got the
I got flame tongue.
Yeah, you have a flaming sword, bruh.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm not upset by that at all. I was just thinking that was one more thing I would need to do. So, in that case, I'm gonna head out and actually, put up my hood and look for another like pub or bar.
Just go wandering about some more. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the next person was Benson. Benson, you make your way to the temple shrine, the House of Leandor, or Lethandor. You notice that they've started boarding up the broken stained glass window overlooking the main arch entryway.
I'm gonna go up and be like, hey, do you guys have any wounded or injured here today?
The priest immediately recognizes you. Goes, oh, my lord, you grace us with your presence.
Yes, I'm looking to be able to be of assistance to the less fortunate.
Oh, your heart knows no bounds, my liege. Yes, come right this way. He leads you into the temple and to the west wing. You should always stay out of the west wing, but it's where they keep all the sick and injured. And in the back, you see at least 3 people laid up in cots. A couple people are sitting upright. They look like they're on the down end of downhill slope of recovery. But you see 3 people just rolling around in agony in bed, moaning and groaning.
Do you know what seems to be ailing them?
Well, that's just it, my lord. 2 of them were not quite certain, but the third, we're afraid it's very dire. At this point, we're just trying to ease the pain.
I want to go check out the third person.
The third person's rolling around. He has deeply drenched in sweat. It's a middle-aged human man in his mid-50s. His skin is like sickly deep green, and the skin is like this plaguish yellow with boils starting to brew about him. We believe it to be the sewer plague, sir. This gentleman works in the sanitation department of Brynshand, cleaning the streets and collecting our dead. We think he may have contracted something.
Sounds like Zagraxus fever. We should remove his eyeball.
Are you sure, my liege? That sounds risky. He doesn't have sight rot.
Well, I mean, if it's Zagraxus fever, that's the only way to cure it.
One of the people rolling around their bed with a bandage wrapped around his eyes. He's like, "Did someone say sight rot?"
Yeah. Yes.
He does have sight rot. One guy has sewer plague, another has sight rot. The third one you haven't diagnosed yet.
Let's go over and look at the guy with sight rot.
His bandage is wrapped all around his eyes. Black pus scabbard mucus is drenching through the bandages.
Nice. Can I do a history check to see if I know how to cure sight rot?
Yeah, go ahead.
11s.
You can't think of any simplistic remedies. Generally, it takes powerful magic like lesser restoration to heal such ailments. But you can't recall of any type of simple potions or lotions or, more, what's the word I'm looking for? Holistic medicine to help the poor gentleman.
Gotcha. I'm gonna look over at the, what is it, a priest?
Yes. Oh, technically, he's just well, yeah, I guess he's a priest.
I'm gonna look over at whoever the guy is, and I'm gonna be like, so,
Do you know anyone who knows the lesser restoration spell?
The high priest does, but I'm afraid he's out collecting more medicines in the market.
Well, this guy's ailment isn't all that bad. A simple lesser restoration would easily cure him. I don't currently know that ability.
I see. And he kind of pulls you aside. I'm afraid the gentleman can't afford such a procedure. He's from the Outer Rim, refugee, if you will. Excuse me.
No problem. How much would it cost for that procedure?
But normally, such a, and he kind of goes, donation to the church would be about 20 gold.
Okay, I give him 20 gold.
Oh, so kind, noble, and generous, my liege. Yes, I will notify the high priest and schedule him for an appointment first thing in the morning.
And then I'm just gonna be like, how much to just cure everyone?
Everyone, my liege?
Yeah, that's the 3 people that are in here at the moment.
Oh, well, the third one over there's come down with just a case of cackling fever. The priest has already gone out to fetch the necessary herbs to treat him. He's already paid up front. And I'm afraid we don't really have a cure for our poor friend there conflicted with the plague.
What a poor soul.
Yes.
With my character being a tiefling, can I roll something to see if I know anything about the plague?
Sewer plague?
Yeah.
It would be either medicine or history.
I know nothing of the sewer plague.
Yeah, it's a pretty broad generic term, and you're just like, sewer plague? What's this guy doing in the sewer? Looking for turtles or something?
Well, then my character
did
will.
He get bit by a turtle and now he's sick?
My character will say a prayer for the guy with the sewer plague. Then. And then I'm gonna look over at the guy that I've been talking to and be like, if his case gets worse, don't let it spread.
We'll burn the body at once. And the guy's just like,
No, sir. We're not talking about you. We're talking about the guy with the eye rot.
He sits up in his bed. What? Meanwhile, Phelan. Phelan?
Yes.
You enter the Black Iron Blades, where you're immediately greeted by the two dwarven siblings that work there. Garn approaches you. Ah, my lady, welcome back.
Would it be too much to ask if you guys could make me another batch of bullets?
Oh, no, not a problem at all. In fact, we may have some goods here already. It's been non-stop since all the refugees came in, and business has been hopping. 1 second. Hi, Elza! As he beckons out to the back. Close my door. There we go. I just realized I'm probably shouting at Brandon. Oh no, Brandon's working late. Never mind. Probably waking Mindy then. Elza comes out from behind the back and she's like, "Yeah, what do you want?" Go fetch the good bullets from the back, the ones we forged just yesterday. She says, "Get them yourself!" And she just wanders into the back and he's like, "But you're already back there!" One moment, please, as he wanders into the back. You look about and you notice that the store is packed. Shoulder to shoulder, people are looking about. Give me a perception check. It's at that moment you notice that someone is trying to steal daggers. A short little fella. He's just kind of like reaching out, admiring a dagger, and he's not really putting it back on the display case, but he's letting it slide into his sleeve and then like scratches his chin.
I'm gonna Phelan's gonna walk over to him and be like, that's not yours, isn't it?
What? What are you talking about?
The dagger that you just shoved up your sleeve, it's not yours. You should put it back.
What do you mean?
As he like holds out both of his palms facing upward, he's like,
I don't know what you mean. What daggers?
it's a little halfling fella.
Gonna lightly tap on her gun that's holstered to her side. It's not yours. Give it back.
Are you intimidating them?
Oh my god.
She's like, he folds his arms across so that, nothing slips out.
Lady, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't touched anything. I'm just a customer here like you. And frankly, I find your accusations insulting.
Pull your sleeves up.
Excuse me?
Pull your sleeves up.
I don't answer to you, lady. I don't know who you think you are.
You're probably still alive.
Say again?
The reason he's probably still alive.
And I'm supposed to know what that means, Hal? Now, if
you haven't heard...
He motions to leave out of the store.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm late for an important date.
I try to, grab his scruff.
Hey, let go of me! What are you doing?
Phelan's gonna, kind of...
He's, tugging at the nape of his cloak.
Let go!
Phelan's gonna kind of try to get one of the siblings' attention.
Garn, at this point, does come back out. Little wooden box in hand. Aye, lady, my lady. Here we go. What's all this, then? What's going on?
He's trying to smuggle a dagger in his sleeve.
No, I'm not. She's lying.
And pull this up.
This is absurd. I've been shopping here for years.
And I saw you trying to steal a dagger from here, and I'm trying to make you hopefully do the right decision. I'll let you down as soon as you give the dagger back.
Give me a persuasion check. Garn's like, no, there's no need for all this conflict in here. As a lot of the other patrons in the store are all eyes on the two of you. Now then, if you'd be so kind as to just roll up your sleeves, I'm sure you can prove to the nice hero that this is all just a big misunderstanding.
No, this is absurd. I've been shopping here for years. I'm a time-honored guest. I want to speak to the manager.
Sonny, I am the owner and manager of this establishment. And in the back, Elsa's like, no, you're not! Shut up, Elsa! Now then, your sleeves, lad. He's just like, yeah. As he rummages, he shakes himself loose from your grip, the unpinning the cloak, so now you're just holding his fur cape.
He's like, this is absurd. I don't know. This is an assault. You're all attacking me. This is bullshit.
As he runs to dart out the door. What do you do?
Can I do a sleight of hand to try and grab him again?
Mm-hmm. You reach out to grasp for him, but he's too quick and nimble. He ducks down low, and he is bolted out the door.
Phelan's just gonna sigh and... I'll be right back to go get those. She's gonna bolt out after him.
Okay. You're in hot pursuit down the marketplace as you chase after him. He's dodging and weaving and doing his best to evade you. But with your keen eagle eye, you're able to catch up to him. On the south side of the marketplace, you finally corner him into a little dead end. He's like,
This is bullshit. Leave me alone. This is persecution is what it is. You're a racist.
Trust me, no, I am definitely not. You wanna know who's racist? The goblin that's in my fucking party. Now give me the dagger back, and I'll pay you for it.
Meanwhile, somewhere, Guggerug just goes,
achoo! Oh, might be getting a cold.
Back to you.
Yes. Yes.
The tiefling rummages around. He's like,
fine. Well, this is an assault. You're assaulting me. I have to defend myself.
As he reaches and pulls out a small hand crossbow.
Oh, that's cute. Phelan grabs the musket.
You think I'm intimidated just because yours is
bigger?
Well, I'm not.
Are you sure about that?
You can either initiate combat, in which case we'll do an initiative roll and see who's the quicker draw, or you can try to intimidate him one more time.
I'll try to intimidate him.
Okay.
Okay, Just give me the fucking dagger, and I won't shoot you.
He's looking at your gun in hand and the way it gleams in the light. He drops the hand crossbow.
Okay, fine.
As he turns his elbows up and 4 daggers slide out of his sleeve. He apparently had stolen 3 others you weren't aware of, as they all just land on the ground. Click, clink, 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 clink.
All right, is that it? Can I go now?
You can go. Be free.
He runs off into the crowd and disappears.
He kind of scoops the daggers up and marches back over to the blacksmith.
There we go. As you wander back in, Garn is delighted to surprised as you have 4 daggers in hand. Oh my! And where is the little thief?
He ran off.
You let him go.
I told him that if he gave me the daggers back, I wanted to shoot at him.
Well, I'll have to keep an eye out for him. He's definitely barred from this establishment. We don't tolerate any thievery, as he motions to a little placard in the corner where there's a bunch of thumbs nailed to the wall.
If I see him,
Severed thumbs.
If I see him again, I'll definitely add to your collection.
Aye. Well, I want to thank you so much for retrieving those daggers. A couple of those are made by me, a couple by my sister, and some of them are very rare. The ones made by me.
I heard that.
No, you did it. Okay. Anyway,
That's one winner.
as my token of appreciation, I want to give you a fine discount on these munitions. And in fact, seeing as you're a returning customer, I think we can come to some type of agreement, and maybe I can interest you in some other fine ware, as he motions to some imported goods.
I'll take a look.
Okay. He has generally everything you can think of, anything you find on the equipment list, except for that custom blunderbuss you have to make. I forget the name of it.
Bad news.
Bad news. He's got everything but the bad news.
Parts for the bad news?
Parts. That's gonna take a bit of time. Custom orders and all. We're a bit backlogged from all the refugees.
Oh, no worries at all. I got this heavy crossbow as a reward for saving people. I know some of the parts I can use for the bad news, so I'm just trying to gather up the rest of the parts to make the gun.
Oh, do you mind if I take a look at that?
First, she just kind of sets the heavy crossbow down. I don't know if I'm going to dismantle it quite yet, but...
Oh, this thing is a beauty. Look at that. Elsa, come take a look at this.
Fuck off.
Okay, you're missing out. Oh, wow. As he's admiring the craftsmanship, he's running his fingers down the shaft of the crossbow. He gives the strand a little poing, and it vibrates like a deep note string on a harp. Oh, and where did you say you got this?
Reward from the townspeople of Brinchander.
Oh, this is fine craftsmanship. The ornate decorations on the front, that's dragon's glass. Oh my god, they've spent thousands on this. The steel full, and that's Damascus. Oh, how much you want for it?
You're willing to offer.
I could give you 4, wait, 5,000 gold for it.
Ooh.
I'll even throw in the bullets for free.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Oh, thank you. I'll be right back. And he runs into the back, he's like, Elsa! And there's just this kind of soft muttering, and then you hear this,
No, that's way too much.
it's like, no, you got to come see it.
No, I don't care.
No, come look, as he drags her out. She's like,
This is bullshit. You always go. Wow. Oh. That is okay. Yeah, no, do it. You're stupid. How much? 5,000? Okay, yeah.
and she just kind of wanders in the back room, and she's like, okay, yeah, 5,000, and it's yours. As he just starts, he grabs to open the register, and he just starts shoveling coins into the bag. He's like, okay, 1, 2, 15, 25. I was like, get the lockbox. And she's already, got it in hand as she comes around the corner, and she just cracks it open with the little with the hammer end. The crowbar end of a hammer, and they just start dumping coinage into it. Okay. Then they take the wooden box and they just start pouring the bullets into the bag, and the next thing you know, there's this heavy rucksack, and there's just heavy as they drop it onto the counter, and he's just wiping the sweat from his brow. 5,040 rounds of munitions. Do we have a deal? All the other patrons in the store are just staring in silence.
They're like, what the fuck? That Phelan definitely accepts that.
Okay.
Fucking heartbeat.
You reach out and you grab the rucksack. It's really heavy. 5,000 gold that's a lot.
She's probably gonna slip it into the bag of holding.
Just so you know, bag of holding can only hold 500 pounds before it breaks.
That is 100 pounds worth of coins. Phelan?
I think it should be fine.
Okay. You stretch open the brim of the bag of holding as you go to descend the rucksack into it, and as you descend it in, you pull the flap over, and it barely clasps shut. It's feeling pretty tight, pretty snug, but you manage to do so as the thing just like barely clicks shut. And as you leave the store, you just hear Garn shout, "Okay, everyone, I'm going to have to ask for exact change only, as we can no longer break any smaller coinage." Meanwhile, across town, Torin.
Yes.
You go wandering about. What is it you're looking for?
Nothing in particular.
What's really catching your eye?
Ooh, I'm gonna go over here actually. What's this?
Okay, as you wander towards the southwest side of the gate, you notice that there's a large estate manor with a high wall. There's a little wooden sign hanging just above a mailbox, and it says Penny Whistle Manor.
Penny Whistle. That is the weirdest name I've heard in a while. Do I know anything about these people?
You don't.
Wow. Man, I don't do anything here. I just kind of continue along, going up this way. Do I see anything interesting or weird, or?
Well, the town's very crowded. The place, like I said, is just packed with people.
Wonder if and as I walk through in my mind, I'm just kind of like, man, I wonder if these people will be able to go back to their own original spots.
It's at this point that you notice a man kind of shambling his way down the street, and he finally, comes upon you, and your eyes go kind of wide because this man is completely naked.
Okay, just looking the other way, and don't make eye contact.
Excuse me, my little friend.
Oh my god.
Yes, if I can bother you for just a moment.
Okay, look. Okay, look. If you're looking for my clothes, I like mine the way they are. So.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm looking for the hooked knucklehead inn. I have apparently,
And he just kind of like stands, like legs spread open wide,
misplaced some of my belongings.
Okay.
Could you point
I'm
me
in panic mode.
in the right
Like
direction?
going through my memory, trying to figure out where this is. Okay, just I'm just all right. Just go northwest of here. I'm just like almost pointing randomly northwest of where I am. Go up that street, past the past the first like 3 stores, and you should come across it.
Oh, thank you, my lads. And he just gives your little satyr goatee just a little tug, like a doorbell, just ding ding. And then he just kind of saunters away as his cheeks reflect in the sunlight.
Oh my god. Okay. Everyone's lost their minds. Well, okay, not everyone, but yeah. All right, where was I? Okay, just carrying on. Forget about that. I cannot think about that. Damn it, don't forget about it. Just forget about it. And I just keep going up towards the center, and I come across Gruggo.
You wander into the marketplace where you see Gruggo's distracted, haggling.
Come on, no, you gotta give me twice that. No, this is bullshit. Achoo! Ugh, getting a bit of a cold.
Are you okay?
Oh, hey, Torin, how's it going?
I saw something my eyes cannot unsee, so that was fun.
Huh? What was that?
You don't want to know.
Well, now I kind of do.
Let's just say there was a full moon in the street recently.
He looks up into the sky.
What? Anyway, I'm getting screwed over by this guy who thinks he can only offer me 500 gold for this thing, and I told him that's bullshit. And anyway, I'm kind of busy right now, Torn. If there's nothing I can help you with, I got to give this guy the strong arm.
Well, actually, no, wait, hold on. Maybe I can talk to him on your behalf, maybe?
What? No. I'm going to give him the old razzle-dazzle.
As like lightning begins crackling between his fingertips.
Okay, do you want to get us arrested, or rather, do you want to get arrested?
Oh, no, don't you worry. I'm not going to hurt him much.
As he like leans over the counter.
Wait!
There's a sudden scream by a woman as a charging, rampaging stagecoach goes running through the town, down the town alley.
Oh, that can't be good.
You turn and look in horror
as
a small child has tripped and stumbled into the street and is in the direct path of the charging stagecoach.
Oh, I charge for the kid. Try to save the kid.
All right, give me a dexterity save.
Alrighty, 1 second here.
You run and charge with all of your might, your little hooves through the snow. The stage cart, as the little kid looks up in terror, he closes his eyes and squints as you dive in front of the stagecoach, pushing the kid out of the way. And with a hard, there's a sudden thud sound as people turn and look in horror as the stagecoach continues its rummaging way. They look back and see you laying in the town square. You look up at the kid and you say, bet you didn't see that one coming. And you look back and one of your legs is broken. You take 10 damage as you are trampled by a rampaging stagecoach.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm not fine. Ow. Everything. Ow.
You turn and roll over and you notice that, from the kneecap down, your entire shin has just been snapped hard.
Okay. I really picked a heck of a time to not have healing. Gruggo, help!
Oh, jeez, why is he so big? At this point, you notice the priest from Lathander comes turning around the corner. He has bags full of herbs and solvents. My boy, is that you?
Hey. Why don't we keep meeting like this?
What happened to you?
Actually, the question is the child still around?
The child's sitting there. The mother's come rushing over, scooping him in his arms. Thank you for saving my baby.
And I just kind of gesture to them, say, there you have it.
I see. Always putting the safety of others before yourself.
It's a habit.
And I'm sure that's how that happened, as he motions towards your leg.
Yep. Ow. Yes, it is.
Oh, my dear boy. And he kind of like looks around and he notices that the crowd seems to have like gone about their business like, show's over, nothing to see here, just a wounded kid. He's like, well, I shouldn't be doing this after what transpired at the temple the other day. But what you have done for these people is far more than any pane glass window. Just don't tell anyone I did this for free. And he leans in close, and light begins to emit from his hand as he casts Cure Wounds on your wounded leg.
Oh. Ow. Oh, okay. Okay.
You regain... 3 hit points. That was a double click.
Gotcha.
Your bone begins to reset, although it still hurts to put weight on it.
I think I can adapt from here. I have a dwarf that can make anything out of anything. He made me a crutch.
I see. Well then, best be careful where you go on the streets, my friend.
Definitely. And I'm sorry about the window yesterday.
Oh, it's fine. It was only a 700-year-old priceless, useless window. He just kind of like grumbles to himself as he wanders back into the crowd.
What a nice man to be worshiping an asshole god.
At this point, you hear Grubbo screaming once more over the crowd.
That's bullshit! That's bullshit and you know it!
Oh, okay. I try to stumble myself towards Gruggo.
As you limp your way, you notice Grubbo has got this merchant by the collar, pulled him all the way across the counter, down to his level, as his other hand is crackling with lightning energy.
That's bullshit and you know it!
At this point, I just actually grab Gruggo's hand, which has the electricity in it, and I'm like, Grubbo,
What?
seriously not the time or the place right
No, you won't believe what this little piece of shit called me!
now. Let me guess, it's highway robbery?
No, he called me...
And we're going to cut it there. We'll find out what this merchant called Grubbo next week.
Ugly?
What a po little guy.
I mean, is he gonna get mad at him for being racist?
I mean,
Ironic.
the irony. So, all right.
Yeah.
I want to thank our viewers, our followers, and everyone in between, our players. We'll catch you guys next week at 8 p.m., our usual streaming time. And hopefully Gruggo, the player, will actually be here. I was his stand-in for this week. So, to everyone else, thank you so much, and tune in next time. Peace.
Woo.